Hi, I'm Maggie Lakowski from Maggie Moon Tarot, and it's so good to be back to see you. I've been away for a while, and I hope to come back and start doing this on a weekly basis again. So I'm going to start out with our singing bowl and just give us a nice sound to start in the week. Okay. And this week, we have some great things going on. We've got a full moon in Libra, but we're also in that Mercury retrograde period. So I like to use an oil blend that has a sense of balance to go into the week. The Libra full moon is about balance and harmony. And then when we're in Mercury retrograde, that can also help us out. And although with Mercury retrograde, we are more aware of when we buy something, we save a sales receipt, we look at the fine print, we revisit things, we may redo some of our plans, but it's also a time to reflect. And it's a time to go inward because we can't be just on 24/7. I like to think of that Mercury retrograde as kind of that pause, that nice time out. And then with that Libra moon, it's called the pink moon. It's a time to bring balance into our life, harmony. That Libra energy is sensitive. And with that, and also Venus is in retrograde during this time. And Venus is a ruling planet of Libra. So we may feel a bit more sensitivity. And with Mercury retrograde, sometimes people come back into our lives. And so we remember that balance. And I think Venus is going to start going forward in forward motion on April 15th. So anything around love and relationships will start to move forward if they've been a bit stagnant. And this week, I wanted to read with the Tarot of the New Vision. And I chose it. I read with a client this week with it. I haven't read with it for a while, but it shows the backs of the cards. So normally in the Rider-Waite we see the front. This actually shows the back, so it gives us a different perspective. So I thought, how perfect for Mercury retrograde this is to pick these cards. So let's see what comes up for us this week. Okay, so I've got 3 cards here that I picked. Okay. The first card is the 3 of Wands, and normally we see this gentleman looking out to the water, and Wands are our inspiration. It's kind of after the 2 of Wands are planning, things start coming in. But here you actually see the front of him, and you see that green, that growth. There's also some movement here in the hills, and you see him wearing that red robe of passion. So in the beginning of the week, some things are going, and as the moon becomes full, some things are going to come to completion. Some things we've been working and focusing on are going to manifest. So be curious about that and do celebrate it. And also what stands out in this card is there's a sense of blue sky, the color blue. It's a sense of calmness, and with the green and being grounded. So being grounded and just expecting what you've been magnetizing, what you've been focusing on comes up. And in the middle of the week, the devil. And you can see the backward. Usually you see him in the forefront. You can see the face and you can see the 2 people. But here we see a view from a different perspective. So we're looking from this back part. And when I also think sometimes there's a saying, the devil's in the details, but really it's the angels for me that are in the details. But sometimes we get to a new level, a new devil. So this card, I'm feeling intuitively, is asking us to release resistance around something that is holding us back, some old beliefs that really are not serving us. And once we do this, we can move forward. We're not held back. Everything is kind of opened up for us. So even though you might be coming at a new level and you feel like there's a new devil, no, just release anything that doesn't feel right for you, any belief that maybe was a family belief that really doesn't serve you. So midweek, keep this card in mind. And then at the end of the week, actually 2 cards were when I was shuffling. drew me. And one was the Five of Wands. The other is the Queen of Swords. Let's start with the Five of Wands. And this is a card sometimes of competition. And we see usually we see the front side and we see the faces. We can see one face here. And I feel like this is us, this person here. And we don't have to compete. We are unique. What we create is ours. So there's oftentimes friendly competition in sports, but when it's our vision, when it's what we're creating, we don't have to be like anyone else. We don't have to compete or like with the media or anyone is telling us. No, it's not a game of strife or struggle. No, it's about being ourselves, being true to what we believe in. And that kind of comes with the devil, just kind of letting some old beliefs go. And then the other card that came up with it, that kind of stuck with it when I was shuffling, is the Queen of Swords. And usually you see the front of her, but you see the side here. Her left hand is up to receive. And my mother always reminds me of this Queen of Swords. She did not suffer fools gladly, I guess that's the expression would go. If you came with a complaint, she wanted you to come up with a solution. And I see what this Queen is telling us is if we come up with contrasts, which we will, things that we don't like, something happens, then we kind of sit and say, okay, what is it that we do want? It's about really going inward and finding that divine message, is going inside and saying, okay, I don't like this, but I do know what I do want. So she reminds us, okay. And it also goes with this card too. Don't kind of go with the group or the gang. No, come up with your own solutions. Yes, and you might find a mentor this week that can help you. But basically go inside and come up with what feels right for you. And when we do come up with those, stumbles that we do, those little challenges, know that they are growth edges for us and they inspire us to say, okay, now what? So be curious as to what ideas that you can come up with. I like this one. And for our blessing card for the week, I'm using Kris Carr's Crazy Sexy Love Notes. I love these cards that she's put out. So let's shuffle and see what we come up with for the week. And they're nice because they've got pictures on the front and a saying, and then they've got something in the back. So this one kind of caught my eye. Confidence. The peacock here. And it kind of goes with our week's cards, because when we're looking at what's coming in for us, then the next is, competition, the devil, holding, old beliefs, and then this Queen of Swords. And this Queen of Swords, I'll tell you, is very confident. And in the back, the card reads, it takes courage to put your butt on the line and go for it. And the best way to strengthen your confidence, I'm wearing some different glasses, so it's a little harder for me to see, is to put yourself out there. I couldn't find my old glasses or my new glasses. Who cares what other people think? Everybody starts somewhere. And don't worry about making mistakes. You can always course correct. But you'll never know or grow unless you try. And the more you do, the more confident and successful you'll become. When you shine, we are all inspired to do the same. So this is our blessing for the week. And I did have one other thing, a little surprise I wanted to do for us. I love to work with charms, and these are the Magpie Oracle from Carrie, and I pulled out the dice and the charms. And so I'm just going to roll the dice and see where they go. Okay, the green die came up with 1. So it is about confidence. And 1 in numerology is having the confidence to go for it. So yeah, if there's something that comes up this week, definitely go for it. The red which can be a sense of, stop, read the stop sign, comes out with the 3. And the 3 is talking about stop and have fun, because it's the number 3 in numerology, one of the things about creativity, about having fun. So remember this week to stop and have fun. And then the yellow die can be caution. And it came up with the number 2. And 2 is about our sensitivity. It's about balance. So make sure in our life, whether it's our food, relationships, whatever's going on, bring balance. If you feel oversensitive, and we can with a full moon, just acknowledge that and say, okay, I'm a bit sensitive today. And just see what that feels like. See what it is. See if it's your energy or if it's someone else's. But sensitivity comes, and intuition comes with a gift. So celebrate the gift too. So I want to thank you for stopping by. And if you'd like to schedule a reading or visit my site or schedule a session, I also do coaching, and I do numerology as well as tarot, and I do healing work. You can stop by my website, maggiemoontarot.com. And as we close out the week, or as I close out this session, this reading, I would like to leave you and think about this week. And what I'd like to close with is, remember to be kind. This is the week to have compassion with this full moon in Libra. So bring out the compassion inside of us for not only others, but for ourselves. Have fun, like the green dice, the green-red dice tell us. Remind us to have fun. Go for it. So do go for some things. And with the yellow dice, listen to your intuition. So I'm going to go ahead and close our session. Have the singing bowl sing to us. Until we meet again, namaste.